Hello, 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 and welcome to another edition of Four Horsemen Friday. Hold on. We got 15 seconds left in the ad break. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're back. Hello! And welcome to... I gotta make a gross noise real quick. Hold on, actually. That's not what it's called! Hello and welcome to Four Horsemen Friday on this very appropriate Day of the Dead stream. I did not plan that, if you can believe it. When have I ever planned anything? That's not true. I planned several things. Tortilla chip. Hello. I can totally believe it. People don't make plans. We react quickly. It's true. I didn't even realize, like, there was... So, I hope everybody had a good Halloween. Hello, by the way. I'm Gage, Acid Shark. Hi, how you doing? I hope everybody had a good Halloween. I had been thinking, like, am I on any level bummed I didn't do a fun Halloween stream? Not really. I got to hand out candy to kids. Like, that was pretty great. We live in a neighborhood now. We have kids to hand out candy to. Like, there's part of it that's kind of weird, because you would think that, like, oh, maybe like an apartment complex might actually be like a good, like, trick-or-treating spot, because it's just like, that's a lot of people that's a lot of doors to hit up, you know? But it's just like, no, there was never any sort of, like, Halloween I mean, okay, for a couple of those years, COVID was... I was going to say COVID was happening, but, like, COVID's still happening, so COVID response was happening. So, I mean... You know, but, like, still, you would think, but, like, no, we moved to, like, a neighborhood with houses, and it's like, suddenly now we get all the kids looking at trick-or-treat. But yeah, like, I was thinking about it, and, like, I was typing up, I've been typing up my, stream announcements. Okay, I think there's some secret white people code they don't tell us millennials about for this house to open for trick-or-treat. Usually it's like leaving a light on outside, or like making it clear that, like, we ended up just kind of like setting up like a table and some chairs out by the sidewalk so that folks wouldn't need to like walk up to the house, because we're still fostering, we still got our foster dog Juno, and we didn't want her to like keep freaking out every time like the doorbell rang. But I believe, traditionally, it's having, like, a light on outside and having, like, Halloween decorations. What the fuck was I saying? But yeah, I've been posting my stream announcements later in the day recently. Not for any particular reason, it's just that, like, my new assignment for work is a bit mind-numbing. Like, listen, I don't miss getting, like, call after call after call after call or anything like that. I don't. I just knocked the can over. The can I should probably have gotten rid of, like, a week ago. I need to clean up in here a bit. I don't miss taking call after call after call after call or anything like that. But, like, getting less calls, while nice, does turn my brain to soup a little bit. Just a little bit. So, like, I'm sitting here, like, I've been getting really into Civ 11 videos recently. I've been loving them. Hello, Necromancer Kobold. Welcome. But yeah, I've been getting really into Civ 11 videos, so I've been, like, watching, like, titles from him that catch my eye, while also playing Solitaire. And it is just the most oatmeal brain fucking activity ever. People don't clean our desks. We react to knocking shit off 3 times in a row. I should never have gotten shelves. I just, like, stack stuff there. It's just like, I'll take care of it later. And then, like, I look over and I've got, like, 4 fucking coffee mugs that need to be brought downstairs and washed. I haven't even drank coffee the last 2 days. I haven't had creamer to drink it with. I can't have coffee without creamer. I can't have straight coffee. Are you fucking insane? Oh, God. But yeah, when I was doing my stream announcement for today, I was just like, oh, I should make it something about how, like, oh, we missed the appropriate holiday. This would have been a great stream to have on Halloween. And then I remembered it's Dia de los Muertos. And I'm just like, fuck, man. That is synergy you can't plan for. It's synergy you could ideally plan for. But, like, you know, it is 100% synergy you could plan for, actually. Not me, though. Totally natural. Why the fuck am I so wired right now? I haven't even drank that much of my energy drink. This is wild. Is it the Doritos? Is it the spicy sweet Doritos? Fuck. Maybe. Oh, God, excuse me. I gotta make a gross noise real quick. But yeah. So hi, and welcome. What's been going on in gaming recently? Oh! Something I had wanted to talk about the other day, but didn't get a chance to. So, I tend to avoid discussing, like, the strings of, like, layoffs and stuff like that and studio closures in the industry. But given that one of these is a story that I have brought up several times before, I feel like it's appropriate to talk about it. So Sony has seen fit to shrug off the consequences of their actions onto their employees once more, and has closed the developer of Concord. Concord is not coming back, which is wild to me. Like, I don't know, has there been a more mismanaged project in, like, the last decade of game? Like, I think the only thing that I can think of that is, like, on this level of just, like, I can't believe how much you fucked it up. It's, like, maybe Scalebound, but, like, that game just never came out, and Platinum didn't get closed down because of it. And, like, yeah, Microsoft nearly shuttered Tango and did shutter Arcane, but those studio, like, the fucking, what's the goddamn game that Arcane Austin made that, like, came out and was an absolute mess? Like, the one with the vampires and, like, the 4-player co-op. And, like, that game came out, that game is still out. Like, you can still get it. You can still buy that game and play it. And, like, Arcane Austin was shuttered, and that sucks. That sucks. And, like, Tango had to get rescued by Crafton. And I have no idea how good of an idea that is, but I mean, they're working on another Hi-Fi Rush, so I mean, I guess we got that going for us, even though we're not getting another Evil Within. We were supposed to get anniversary content. I'm so upset. It's the 10th anniversary of Evil Within 1. Do you have any idea how big of an ideal that is for me? Fuck. God, I am wired today. Anyway, I don't think there has been a bigger mismanaged project that I can think of offhand than Concord. Like, 8 years of development. 8 years? 8 years of development. 8 years of development. Big push from Sony. Big, like, huge chunks of, like, state of play. presentations gets released, gets pulled from stores, and the servers shut down within a week and a half. And now it's just not coming back. Concord has lost media. I say that, but it's just like, you can't play Concord now. They released a game that you can't play anymore. Like, they barely gave you a chance to play it. That's buck wild to me. And there's still going to be that episode of that fucking Amazon Prime series about it. What the hell? They're gonna be advertising a game that doesn't exist anymore. Fuck! We have to get the game started. I need to put the game in the fucking Xbox. Hold on. I am just, it's fucking mind-boggling. Shit boggles the mind. Anyways, that was Sunset Heights Act 1 from Shadow Generations. Shadow Generations is fucking incredible, by the way. I finished it today. Fucking peak gaming. Peak Hedgehog gaming. Cannot possibly recommend Sonic X Shadow Generations enough, if only for Shadow Generations. Like, that alone would be worth the price of admission. Much less the fact that you have the entirety of Sonic Generations stapled on to, like, the side of it. Anyways, we were, like, mid-dungeon last time.
So far, the Rydal Road, a temple was found, and the turn of a key woke a giant from slumber. The makers have
Oh, that echo came in all at once, huh?
And so he went, in search of their only hope.
I feel like I'm going to end up doing that. Like I said, I've been watching a lot of Civ 11 videos recently. They've been really good. Something that I actually really like about... I'm going to talk about Civ 11 for a second here, because I've just been really getting into it. And quite frankly, I feel like I'm going to end up doing that thing where, like, I've absorbed so much Civ 11 at this point. Civ 11 content sloughed into my gullet. That I'm going to start, like, talking like him any second now. You ever did, like... Listen. We as human beings are amalgamations of all the people that have had an effect on our lives, that we've ever met, that we've ever interacted with. But sometimes, like Rogue from X-Men, we maybe absorb a little too much. And we take on their personality for a hot minute. Like, there are fucking videos like there, like, you think my entire... Listen. My personality is cobbled together from people I know, agree with, look up to, etc., whose opinions I respect. I'm gonna be 35 in a month! Fuck, that just hit me! Why did that hit me 20 minutes into the stream? Christ! Good lord! I'm sorry. I'm all over the goddamn Manic Night. Huh? I am just wired for some reason. I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, I've been watching a lot of Civ 11 videos. They're really good. I'm gonna be quiet like the rest of the stream. Like, I just burnt out all my energy in like the first 20 minutes. That's not true. What the fuck do I have to do here? Hold on. Is there a reason I'm up here? I forget what I've been doing this whole time is the thing. Okay. Hold on. Do I have a key right now? I do have a key right now. That's right. I picked up a beholder key. I need to, like, reacclimate to the controls. I've been playing so much fucking or Shadow Generations. Excuse me.
After you.
I've been playing so much Shadow Generations that, like, my hands are coded to... Well, no, that's not true. I have been playing a lot of Sonic and Shadow Generations. That is true, actually. But what my hands are really going to be coded for with regards to this particular playstyle is probably going to be Zenless Zone Zero. Because I've been playing that more or less on and off. I've mostly been logging in to get the login rewards. And just do, like, the little things that I can do in-game. But otherwise, in terms of like action controls, like my mind is going to be like, I should be hitting the Zenless Zone Zero buttons, which is wild because I'm on an Xbox controller, not a PS5 controller. Monhun beta this weekend. That's true. I don't play Monster Hunter though, so this means nothing to me. Well, it was worth a try. I have friends who play Monster Hunter. And I hope they enjoy themselves. But me, I am not a hunter of monsters. I am a lover of monsters. So as soon as they make a game where you can fuck the Rathalos, I'm all in. That's a joke, by the way. There are a lot of caveats to that. So I need to explain that that is a joke. You can hunt with one hand and love with the other. Listen, I've seen that. I've played Monster Hunter games before. You cannot play those games with one hand. Don't you lie to me. They don't got no Bayonetta mode. Or maybe they do. I don't know. The last Monster Hunter game that I even tried playing was Rise. I think I still, like, own that game. Nah, nope, not quite. Hello, Xanda. Welcome. Coincidentally, Rise was the last Monhun game. I know that. Listen, I don't play Monster Hunter games, but, like, I know things. I'm knowledgeable. I'm coming in here just like, oh, did you know water was wet? It's just like, oh, actually, water itself isn't wet. Things that are in water are wet. I'm sorry. I'm being mean. I'm just, it's a weird night. We need a Capel to answer Monty Hunty questions. Hunty. I'm not sure what Capel's doing right now, but... With the Death Grip ability, Death can grasp certain targets from a long distance. He uses this to his advantage by either pulling himself to larger targets or bringing smaller... It's Mage Hand. I'm excited to continue with Sonic 06. Tell you that for free. In part because it will mean that we'll be able to get Cat pull back on for Wow. Silver's campaign. That's it. How has 06 been going? It's been going good. We finished, so this past week, because Molly wasn't able to join for Hellboy on Wednesday, we went ahead and finished Sonic's campaign. So that was a lot of fun. You know, when it wasn't incredibly stressful and frustrating. Which is a lot of the time that you're playing it, actually, as it turns out. Okay, I have, like, a lot of shit in my inventory. Hold on. I'm still shocked that Eggman just explodes for no reason and it's never explained. Oh, yeah, his ship? That's wild. They never, like, yeah, they just never really get into, like, hey, Eggman, what the fuck happened there? Ooh, possessed double sides. And this is just sides. I mean, it's better. All right, let's feed the sides. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure that I have... Ooh, hold on. Right, this is the one that has, like, the critical damage. Sagittary Axe, Buckler Fire, Possessed Arm Blades. Okay. Got better pants. And that's 33, and that's 30. That's not a big enough jump for me to, like, really do anything with it. Alright, let's feed the sides. Sonic broke the weight-bearing boss. Load-bearing boss? That's the thing. He didn't. No. The fucking ship was already crashing by the time you defeat the final boss. Alright. Sacrifice. 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 Okay. Let's do Wrath Steel. Sacrifice. 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 Okay. Let's do fire damage. That's fun. Alright, upgrade. Sacrifice. Get that out of my inventory. Get that out of my inventory. Let's bump up the Wrath Steel. Upgrade. Buckler of Fire in there. Nomad Shroud. Spellbinder Cowl. The Harness. Spellbinder Robes. Ravager Bindings. Sabatons. Boots. Sabatons. Spellbinder Talisman. Let's bump up fire damage. This is now better than the sides that we have here. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, those look like shit. I don't like that. I don't like the look of those. I don't like that style, but that's fine. Whatever. Sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. Ooh. Critical chance. Upgrade. Just dump this Spellbinder Talisman in there. Alright. Gotta go with the classic. Alright. This is still worse than the Masher of Karkinos. So we're going to need to hold off on that. All right, I think we're good. Hello, Lucas. Welcome. They just like forgot to include that plot point, or maybe there's timey-wimey shenanigans with the other characters. I'll honestly don't. Xanda, I'm gonna spoil it for you. I'm gonna spoil Sonic 06 for you. They never fucking explain why the egg carrier explodes. Not once. Not at any point is it ever explained. I'm sorry that I have to spoil Sonic 06 for you like this. By the way, Lucas, Game Over Hell in chat, made a very good Silent Hill video about his experiences with the game for the first time, and you should check that out over on the YouTube channel Game Over Hell. It's super good. I would highly recommend it. We're under fucking attack.
Follow me. This is where you introduce them.
Oh, that's good. That's good shit. You're welcome. I really liked that video. So I'm happy to give a shouts out. Yep. Oh. Oh. I will say, like, it's a little bit of a bummer that, like, a good chunk of this level is spent being kind of led around by Karn rather than, like, exploring yourself. Exploring your feelings. Exploring your identity, your presentation. What the fuck am I talking about? Oh my god, I fucking love these goddamn sides. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, let me just... I think that this is the dungeon that took me the longest. Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I don't know how much of it we've actually, like, already done at this point. Hold on. Here we go. Whee! May surprise you here, Gage, but I am passingly familiar with the plot of Sonic 06 due to various internet shows, but the finer details escape me. Well, then you're in luck. I am a Sonic 06 scholar. Not really, but, like, I've played it a bunch. Mostly because it is a lot of nonsense. It is. You're very much correct. It is some fucking bullshit. I have played it far more than any one person reasonably should. But I am excited for this playthrough because once we finish Shadow's campaign, Sonic 06 is going to be moving to every other Friday because we are going to be streaming it with Catpole. They are joining for the Silver campaign. Because Silver, as you know, is the goodest boy. How many ancient calamities can we finish in one thing? It's very funny how many fucking eldritch beings are just like hanging out in the Sonic universe. Like Sonic, for example. Like, it's kind of funny because, you know, you look at we didn't have an opportunity to talk about Archie Sonic this week, but you look at Archie Sonic, right? And there's a lot of, like, god characters in Archie Sonic. You've got the Ancient Walkers. You've got the goddess Aurora. And you've got the Source of All. And I think that's it. Is that it? There's like the giant panda from the Special Zone dimension or whatever. I forget what that game... I think his name's Faust. I don't know why he's a giant panda. But he does condense all of the Chaos Emeralds in the universe down to just 7. At least Frontiers, it's like its own pocket dimension. Sort of. And even then, like, the end is like it's a being from space who oh god, I'm thinking about the lore in Frontiers now. Mwah, mwah. Chef's kiss, love it. Ian Flynn's writing is a godsend. I don't care what anyone fucking says. Love that shit. He put the tiniest morsel crumb of Shadoosh into Shadow Generations, and I ate that shit up. Slurped it up like the whore I am.
Within lays the soul of a great maker. Find a way to bring it down, and I'll carry it. It's alright, I've got you.
But yeah, like, let's see here. So, where would we start? So, Chaos, obviously, is like the big one. I mean, like, Kale. Look, there's not a whole lot of other ways to describe. That's how they're described in the text. It's very awkward. You're correct. Yeah, like we got Chaos. BioLizard is a man-made horror. Let me think. Black Doom. Solaris. Dark Gaia and Light Gaia. There's like the queen. There's like the Wisp Queen that is unique to the 3DS version of Colors. The Time Eater. Yep, you're right. Trying to think. Did the Zeti count? They're just kind of a band of chuckle fucks. I wouldn't call them Eldritch, really. I also, well, to be fair, I've also never played Lost World all the way through. So I don't know if, like, that stupid fuck Zavik has, like, any sort of, like, big monster transformation or whatever. Oh, hey, Karn. Whoop. Oh, shit. He's a chuckster. The only thing Eldritch is how much Sonic Team really likes Zavik. Chucklefucks is accurate. It is weird how much play Zavik gets, admittedly. I thought he was good in the IDW comics. Like, he's fine. I feel like I saw someone somewhere describe him as, like, shitty Bowser, but... Again, I haven't actually played Lost World, so... Arcane Critical Chance. Ooh. Health on crit. Okay. I think if we go with Health on Crit and Arcane Critical Chance, that's going to be a fucking game changer. It is going to change the game. Oh, do Infinite Gems count, or are those MacGuffins? Oh, you mean like the Phantom Ruby or the Warp Topaz? Zavik only looked like Izuka really wanted there to be a Sonic Bowser. Wasn't really anything in Rush that can. Yeah, Rush was just Eggman Nega. Pretty much. It's just that guy. He made a robot pirate at one point. I might sneeze, just so everybody's aware. A sneeze might happen. Did I tell you about the Sonic webcomic I found where Shadow seems to get infected with some kind of Black Doom alien bug parasite? No, that sounds kind of like the plot of Shadow Generations, actually. A little bit. A little bit. Not in a huge way. I I thought it was neat that they were able to, like, bring back so much shit for, Do Iblis and Mephiles count as separate eldritch beings? Or would they be included as, like, just sort of the totality of Solaris? Okay, I'm going to Sonic Wii. What the fuck is Ifrit? Did I say Ifrit? Did I not say Iblis? I might have been thinking of Mephiles and been thinking about, like, the F noise from Sonic. There's an Ifrit in Sonic Rivals? No, it's different? Oh, shit. I never played Sonic Rivals. I wouldn't know. Interdimensional bird-like beast from the Chaos Inferno. Fuck off. What about, like, the bad guys in the storybook games? Do they count? Who can say? Fierce Buckler. Ooh, Fierce Buckler. Chat, this is important. There may be more than 5 Eldritch Horrors beyond comprehension. I mean, we've been new. Hi, Dust. You're sitting on nothing. So, friend of the stream and housemate Opal was Emmett Selk for Halloween. Fantastic costume that they got put together. If you have an opportunity to see pictures, I highly recommend finding the pictures to see. I remember we were sitting around, like, handing out candy, and we just started, like, I forgot what caused this, but we started saying "Witches Blue," like from, like, Homestar. From HomestarRunner.com. Big Rock. And JB just fucking lets out, "Hey, Strong Bad, I really like your Emmett Selk costume."
Let's get this back to the Guardian.
And I was thinking about it, because it's just like the whole bit in, like, classic Homestar Runner Halloween cartoons is that Homestar always gets people's costumes wrong when he's trying to identify them. Excuse me. Hold on. I want to make sure that, like, I make a decent chunk of progress on this stream, so I want to focus for a bit here. Also, we're in the middle of an ad break. I would feel really weird telling this story over an ad break. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, that fucking wrath recovery is insane. Oh, shit. Get out of there. No swimming. Big sign, no swimming allowed. Fuck off. Can he die, I wonder? Excuse me, can you die? Do you even die? What the fuck am I saying? Okay, focusing on combat real quick, at least till the ad break's over. Ow. I use the teleport slash to get health back, but that depletes my wrath. So then I just hit things with my fucking sides, which gives me my wrath back, that I can then use to do more teleport slashes to regain my health. Alright, anyway. So the bit is always that Homestar gets people's costumes wrong, right? So I hear JBs say that. I hear them say that. And I'm thinking just like, oh god, I gotta come up with a fucking follow-up to that. Just like, I told you already, I'm not Emmett Selk, I'm Cruella de freaking Vil. Which I thought was very funny. Hashtag please laugh. You don't actually have to laugh. Alright, what are we doing with this thing? Oh. We're doing something with it. One! I'm not sure that's supposed to happen, though I guess to be fair, it's kind of surprising that they were holding up submerged in lava as well as they were. Yoink. Oh. How do I change? Here we go. Whew. All right, let's see here. So, where am I and where am I going? Well, let me grab this first. Hey-oh. Pipe. Ah, Pipe. Yeah, I'm working on it. Give me a second. No, you don't have to. I'm just going to go through the pipe on the other side. It's fine. Okay. Where does that pipe go? Just over there? I'm going to go through the pipe on the other side.
They should have worked more in the forge. Old ballast.
Oh. Okay, cool. Huh. So what's the point of being over here, then? Looks like this is just a way that I can, like, get back up and over here. That's weird. That's weird. I don't like that. I don't like that there's no reason for me to be there. Were those ledges grabbable back there? They were, but like they only led down into like the water. So like there wasn't really much of a reason for me to like explore them. Because it's just like...
I've thrown stones bigger than you.
Like, it seems to be just, like, a way for me to, like, get back to that door. What? Yeah, like, look at that. Like, I can just... It's just a way... It's just another way for me to, like, circle back around for whatever reason. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird and upsetting. I don't like it. Yeah. Oh. I gotta tell you, I did that stream the other day where I played through, like, chunks of each of the Fear games, and, like, this entire time, now all I can think about is playing more Fear. This is unfortunately the sort of thing that happens. By the way, Fear should still be on sale right now. You should definitely get Fear if you don't already have Fear. Why are you apologizing? It was my decision. These things happen. Such is my lot in life for enjoying good video game. $7 for all of Fear, damn good deal. It's super good deal. It is an obscenely good deal. I would go so far as saying. If I didn't already own all of it. Yeah. Okay, so I think Yep. Nailed it. Oh, I'm so fucking good at video games. Nice. Is there even anything down here? Gage, how does one such as I get to be as good as video games as yourself? You gotta play a lot of them. And I mean like a lot. And you really gotta diversify, you know? You gotta play a little bit of everything. And if there's like a particular genre you're not a big fan of, then like that's okay. See if you can find an example of the genre that you do kind of like. Like, if you're like me and you're not a big fan of, like, real-time strategy games, for example, but just like, hey, you know what? I really like Halo Wars. So I play the shit out of Halo Wars. Like, maybe you're, like, for example, like, maybe you're not a big fan of walking simulators, but, like, have you tried them all? Have you tried Gone Home? Have you tried Firewatch? Have you tried Dear Esther?
It's a bit quiet over here. Too quiet.
So which survival crafting game do you actually like? Oh, fuck, I don't know if there are any. I'll play a Minecraft every so often. I don't hate it, necessarily. Like, it's kind of fun. I don't know if there's one that I explicitly like, though. But it's not like I haven't, like, given games like that a try, you know? I just wish games that had good premises. Premises? I wish there were less games with, like, really good or intriguing premises. Premises? Fucking goddamn it. Premises? Is that the fucking right word? I don't know if I'm fucking using the right goddamn word here. Premises. It's like premise, but like more than one. Premises? Oh, hi, Raggy. Well, Raggy's here now.
You got this one. After you.
Raggy, can I help you with something? Are you here to be obstructive? It's starting to look that way. Who's my widow obstructive boy? That is my pop filter. Who's a big boy? Who's a big boy? You're so large. I love you. But yeah, like there are so many times where I've seen a game where it's just like, oh, the concept, the story of this game seems neat. I would like to immerse myself in this world, and then I find out it's a fucking survival crafting game. I'm just like, disgusting. Like, I think there's, what is it? There's like The Forest and then Sons of the Forest or something. Where it's just like there's a goddamn trailer where it's just like you'd see like this dancing naked woman and then suddenly she's got like 2 torsos or like 5 legs, and it's just like, ah, we've got some weird shit going on. I do love a game with some weird shit in it. And it's just like, no, it's survival crafting. It's just like, motherfucker. Raggy, please don't rub your face on my energy drink. You're going to get fur in it, and it's going to be gross. Hello. Daddy has to stream for the internet. Can Daddy stream for the internet, please? Please let Daddy stream for the internet? PDPs? I'm gonna just, here you go. Here you go. I need you to come on. I love you, but I'm doing something right now. Oh, and he's back up here. That's my pop filter again, yep. You do love rubbing your face on the pop filter and just knocking it out of place. I love you, you fucking goober. Listen, if you like laid in one spot and didn't like constantly beg for like scritches and pets, like that would be one thing, but you are just insatiable, boyo. I'm gonna bother you. I'm gonna bother you to the point that you're not gonna want to be over here anymore. Here, I wanna spin you around. Yeah. Whose belly is this? Whose tummy is this? Is this your tummy? Is this your tummy? Do you hate this? Do you hate this? Oh, actually, you really like this. Attaboy. I am cradling him like a child. Because he is a child. He's my child. Hey, big guy. Are you gonna tear a hole in my shirt with your claws? You did that to my Street Shark shirt. Well, that might not have been you, actually. That might have been someone else. That might have been one of your siblings. Lord knows Cassie's got knives. Hold on. He's desperate for attention. Hello. Hello. I need you to, listen. Hey. Look at me. You and your beautiful green eyes. Oh. Claws in my leg. Ow. Okay. Go on, you. Get out of here. Anyway. No. I see you doing little kitty calculations. No, Raggy. I'm trying to play the video game, Raggy. Please. You are such a nuisance. I love you. And he's back up on the desk and bumping into my mic again. Hey, come here. I'll go up here. No, don't sniff my plate. There's just ketchup and crumbs on that plate. You want to hop up on the Xbox? There you go. Attaboy. So something that I've noticed with the move in terms of like the difference between like Twitter and Blue Sky, like something that I am honestly quite a fan of. So on Twitter, the cesspool of toxicity and bots that it is, I would constantly
After you.
posting anything in like the VTuber or ENVTuber tags is always an invitation for like some bot to show up or like some like scammer to show up who's just like, oh yeah, just like, I'm taking commissions. Here are 3 pictures in my media tab that all have wildly varying styles. Definitely not suspicious. And they always like paint themselves as like a VTuber, but they're like consistently like pre-debut and their account has only been around for like a month and a half. And it's just like, come on. Let's be serious here.
Try not to get crushed, horse.
But like that's like the quality of like engagement that is just incredibly common when using those particular tags on Twitter. Meanwhile, over on Blue Sky, I get followed by actually active VTubers who let's see, what's in this person's bio? Or I don't get followed, but like they like my announcement tweets and stuff like that. People who put specifically in their bio that they're horny on main as well as their kinks. And it's just like, this is unironically the exact audience I'm looking to reach. Like, you got it. You nailed it. Why can't I use this? A lot more horny on me on Blue Sky. I'm trying to be.
Get flat there, all right?
Like, I still have like a bit of apprehension, admittedly. But it's mainly just like I appreciate that this is like the audience that my tweets are reaching, because that's exactly the audience I want to court. The exact sort of people that will like potentially pop into one of my streams and hear me like lusting after the Arbiter, Wolf O'Donnell, Panther Caroso, Infinite from Sonic Forces and be like, hell yeah, brother. Okay, here we go. I don't lust after Gex. I just express that I think they should make him more fuckable. They have to increase his Gex appeal. It's always nice when people live their truth, isn't it, though? I don't lust after Gex. Exactly! There is a golden timeline somewhere where I am lusting after Gex. Gage would like to lust after Gex, so they need to do some more work on him. That doesn't count. Look, it doesn't count because I am not, like, actively courting the idea of, like, getting art of myself being fucked by Gex, okay? Am I getting, like, too... No, this is fine, honestly. I've seen VTubers get into more detail with shit like this before. Or Cass, or Yuka, or Fox. Listen, we both know people. Yeah, no, I know we both know people. Listen, I've got art in production by Molly right now. Wait, maybe that's just me. I mean, you're definitely not alone with regards to, like, Cass, for sure. Gex... No, Gex isn't giving back shots to Shark. It's just that there's a golden timeline out there where I would want him to, but in order for that timeline to come to fruition, they need to make Gex sexier. That's all. Hello, Venom Lad. I have a piece of fur in my mouth, and I just took a drink, so that's getting swallowed. Goddamn. Yoink. Oh. In a dream I had some nights ago, Platonic tweeted telling me to stop, well, politely. Oh look, a conveniently placed Mickey's Dick Smasher. Yeah, we have to put that stone construct we were riding around in it and smash its dick. There's a part of me that's like worrying about like saying some of these things on stream, but then it's just like, no, I've seen clips of what happens on Project Melody streams. I know what I'm fine. Oh, hey. Maker gloves, crafted for the champion that would rise against corruption. Maker artisan smiths forge this masterwork armor as a shield to he who would protect all of creation. Maker boots, crafted for the champion that would rise against corruption. Okay. Is this just a full set? Fuck, alright. Is it good, is the question. Hold on. Alright, first off, feed that. It's better. Yeah, alright. Alright, let's feed some shit. Okay. Ooh. Let's do... I was kind of hoping for more arcane... for another shot at arcane crit, but... let's go ahead and do piercing damage. Constantly scared of my hair ending up in my food ever since I started growing it long. Yeah, same. Look, man, if you want to play Doctor with Guests, it's cool. I can't judge talking to a guy who wants Gladys to throw it back. You do you. Again, I do not currently want to fuck Gex. I'm just saying that if they made Gex more fuckable, maybe something would happen there. But currently, it's not the plan. I'm surprised the equipment stat management doesn't bother you. I just... look, bigger number sometimes, you know? Sometimes it's just bigger number. And that's all it takes, you know? Have to head off, have a guest coming over. You'll enjoy your S-Chart content see on YouTube page. Alright, see you, Xanda. Ah, fuck. I fucked that up. Hold on. I think one of my, like, older stream highlights is of this part of this game. Wee sploosh. Well, said she's more careful with her friends because of her pants. God, I wonder what it's like when she's not being careful. Alright, let's hop up here.
Try not to get crushed, horseman.
No promises. It's like a Gage doesn't have the same mind goblins or mind gnomes that Pat stares at. Pat who? Pat from Two Best Friends Play. Pat Stares At is his solo project. Oh. My ball. My orb. Well, you know, there's this artist opening for commissions soon who specializes in keg. Are you opening for commissions soon, Lucas? Also, I've gotten Gex art from you before. But yes, if anybody wants some, like, good Musclehead Gex art, you should commission Lucas. You should commission Lucas for more than just Gex, also. Commission Lucas for other stuff as well. If you want a big, beefy boy. I don't think this is what I'm supposed to have up here, actually. Hold on.
After you.
I think I'm supposed to have this up here. Hold on. Hold on. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Give a Gex the gummy goo treatment. Make that dude look like he could rip you in two sexually. I do like gummy goo.
I'll wait here. You go on ahead. After you.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with Ball. Watched an old video of Pat and Wooly and... What's her name? Was it Lila? That's wrong. Complaining about Bayonetta 3 for 2 hours. No, honestly, Gex should be a breakable twink at the fresh Spiro prescription. I mean, that's fair. Bayonetta 3 has... charitably speaking, Bayonetta 3 has some problems. I don't know what the fuck am I doing with this thing again? Hold on.
After you.
Karn, please. I'm trying to figure things out.
I'll wait here. You go on ahead.
Okay.
After you.
Oh my god, Karn. Not gonna lie, I've avoided a lot of Bayo 3 spoilers. People have thoroughly discouraged me from buying it. Like, there's a part of me that wants to say just like, oh, you should just get Bayonetta Origins instead. But, like, also Bayonetta Origins well, okay. Bayonetta Origins has Bayo 3 elements in it. But, like, if you didn't know they were Bayonetta 3 elements, then, like, you would probably be fine with them. They're also utilized better in Bayonetta Origins. So I would say if you're discouraged from getting Bayonetta 3, which I don't necessarily blame you, like, I like it okay, but I cannot necessarily blame anybody who doesn't want it. Like, for example, Audrey. I don't know what the fuck am I doing with this? Where Ball go? Where Ball go? Where put Ball? Ball. But, like, if you do still want, like, some good Bayonetta content, I highly recommend Bayonetta Origins. Where go Ball? Ball, please. I don't know what the fuck I do with... I am so...
See what you can find.
Dust, help me. Dust, please. Dust, I can't do anything with it. Oh, wait, no, I did find a key for this, didn't I? It's just not on my goddamn mini-map. Because it's not actually a door, it's just a gate. Fuck. Origins might be something I play when it goes on sale somewhere. You might, it's probably, like, depreciated in price since it's been out, since it's not strictly a first-party Nintendo game. You might be able to get it for, like, a decent price right now. Like, hold on, let me... Oh, hold on. Audrey sent me a screenshot of an OC of hers I really like that they remade in Monster Hunter. How am I forgetting this character's name? Hold on. Now I need to look it up because I'm embarrassed with myself. Tempted to draw some of her OCs because damn. Were you thinking of drawing Carlotta by any chance? I'm assuming that might be a big one. Don't know any of her OCs. Audrey has a really good. I mean, this particular character is actually a Zelda fan character, but Audrey has a really good roster of OCs. That I am oftentimes incredibly normal about. Is that the squid one? No, I think is the squid one Mira? Carlotta is her vampire OC. One of her vampire OCs. There's also Carlotta's son, who is dating one of B's OCs. Fern, I want to say? Fern is B's OC. I forget what Carlotta's kid's name is. Just right off the dome, I forget what it is. What is the character's goddamn name? Fuck. I'm gonna be so embarrassed with myself once I finally fucking figure this out. Hold on. Hold on. Zelda? Zelda character. Zelda fan character, rather. Tura, that's it. ADH stream is fun stream. It is. It is. Sorry, now I'm just staring at my phone. Okay, I need to actually. Raggy, where are you going? Bees, please be careful. All right. Oh, hold on. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it. By the way, Audrey, we briefly discussed how good your OCs are on stream. Could you, if you have a moment... Okay. Oh shit, a big boy. I just gotta get that thing locked in place.
Not even a scratch.
Never ask an artist about their OCs, you won't get us to shut up. That is the exact reason that I would ask. I love hearing about people's OCs.
Looks like they're ripe for a tussle. Stand behind me. I'll take care of this.
That's one of my favorite things. I also enjoy talking about my own OCs on occasion. I was thinking about that today. Natalie, when I first joined... Gage, were you not streaming? I would be asking about Morphkind. It's funny you mention it. When I first joined up on Blue Sky, like when I started like actively like skeeting and such, Natalie sent me a an OC meme. I was just like, oh, one fact about my OCs. And said I should do that on Blue Sky, and I kind of put off doing it, but earlier today, like, I started thinking about Morphkind again, because I listened to a song that I associate heavily with Morphkind. I was just like, oh man, I should probably do that OC meme and talk about Morphkind. Because, like, that was one of the first things I did on co-host, was I made, like, a bunch of, like, Morphkind posts. But I haven't done anything like that on Blue Sky yet. Mostly because I was pretty bummed about co-host going down. I was upsetty spaghetti. I won't lie. Co-host was a good platform, and it deserved better.
Awesome.
Okay, yeah, there's Carlotta. Giving my Palico cunty eyeliner. As you should. Carlotta is one of my favorite of Audrey's OCs, and I have two very good reasons for that. Both reasons will be obvious when you take a look at her. I can see three very good reasons. I hope you are enjoying Monter Humter. The dress and hair, understood. Yeah, exactly. Death makes a particularly skillful dodge and opponent's that flicker of his Reaper form appears. Ooh, bitch. Okay. Do I have... I do have skill points I can use. Someday I'll get out of the character creator. Ain't that just the way? Rage of the Grave. Increases critical hit chance. Ooh, yeah, I'll take that. Oh, that guy's just stuck in the wall. Juju and I have challenged each other to stamp a butthole on the Palicos to make them more accurate to real... Why would you do that to the poor Calico? Palico, excuse me. Certainly a decision. Anyways, Godspeed, I guess? Okay, now it makes a little bit more sense why there would be this path over here. One of the default faces is almost exactly like an older version of my current TTRPG obsession OC. Nice. Oh, but yeah, for context for anybody who doesn't know, since we did end up talking about this a little bit, Morphkind is an ongoing story that I have been I did a lot of work on it years and years and years ago, and I fell off a little bit, but have kind of been like still kind of like piecing things together here and there over the years. It's kind of where a majority of, like, it's the story that, like, a majority of the OCs I have are from. And I say majority because, my god, there are a lot of them. I remember, okay. So one of my problems as a writer is I love coming up with characters too much. I had, like, previous... like back when I was in like middle school, high school, I had like other little works of fiction that I worked on just kind of like over the years. And one issue that I would always run into is I was always make like a fuckload of characters, and like that can be an issue because it's just like, how many, like, how are you gonna fucking focus on all these fucking characters?
Looks like we're not done yet.
How are you going to be able to give so many characters like their proper time and development? And like the answer is you don't really need to necessarily. Not every character needs to have like a lot of time in the limelight or a lot of development. Like this is just like the fact of life. Sometimes you just don't need to do something with every single one, you know. Not that I ever learned my fucking lesson. So when I started Morphkind, like it was in part kind of like a way to kind of like have more of a fresh start. My favorite part of Darksiders streams is when we spend most of the time not paying attention to Darksiders. Listen, this is just a fact of life with like streaming in general. Sometimes you'll just talk about literally anything else. Hold on, I need that in Darksiders in fucking Dark Souls font. Hold on. Dark Souls text generator. Give me 1 second, everybody. Yeah, this is fine. Here, Audrey, I'm just going to send this to you. 1 second. There you go. Enjoy that. Anyways, what was I saying?
It's alright, I've got you.
So, Morphkind, right? So one of the things that I wanted to do when I started Morphkind is I wanted to, like, try and rein in my serial character creating tendencies. Try to like keep the just sort of like overall like roster of characters low. And then I didn't do that. Fucking come on, man. Fuck these vases. Fuck these vases. Make more stories universe. I'm doing that too! I still have the problem, though. Regardless.
That's the final stone.
The final stone. I don't have your stone, and fuck you anyway. Stone. I'm getting distracted from my distraction. Like, it started off easy enough. Like, the very first chapter of Morphkind I ever uploaded had a grand total of, like, 3 characters. It was Cryus, Blix, and Faye. And that was it. I just get rid of all of these. I don't want any of them. Yeah, Carmen didn't come in until chapter 3, I believe. And she was a carryover from a previous story I had done. Carmen is actually one of my older OCs. I've had her since, like, high school. Something like that. Carmen is the OC I found you from. She's one of my more popular ones. With people who know of her. Because, see, here's the thing. I started out wanting to rein it in. Then found myself not doing that. And when I realized, oh shit, I'm not doing the thing that I told myself I would do. I then decided I give up. And then I just went absolutely fucking hog wild. Hot lizard lady, you had me at the second word. I'm not saying it's like a mystery why Carmen ended up popular. Like, it's obvious. She's got at least 2 very good reasons to be. But yeah, I think, like, the best thing with Carmen was the fact that it's just, like, all of the, Oh, this one looks fucked up and weird. All of the artists that...
Something wrong with this one.
Oh yeah, there's something very wrong with it. All the artists that I would ever, like... Oh, hold on. That didn't look like that before. But all the artists that I would, like, commission to draw her kept telling me, like, how much fun they had with her. And, like, that feels good. That feels real nice, you know? Like, I appreciate that so much. Ow. Ow. What is the timing for, like, getting the Reaper form thing to pop out, I wonder? Let's get some health. Yeah, it is. Okay, hold on. I picked some stuff up. Brutal Sides of Fire. They're not as good as what I've got. Glaive of Shock. Brutal Buckler. I'm going to upgrade this using these. Let's bump up the critical damage, I think. And then these. I'm going to hold off on feeding the Glaive of Shock to him. Because I want to see what they get to when they're fully upgraded.
After you.
I've been considering doing a stream that's just me, like, working on, like, a written piece.
Corruption fair weeps from it.
The other two Heartstones were pure. I'm wagering that their radiance will cleanse the third.
Because I've known people who have done something like that. Like, I know friend of the stream, Inajuju, has done that before.
Aye. The corruption has burned off like rain on a hot forge. You were right.
I was wrong.
Uh-oh. Oh, no! Well, that's no good. Oop. Please, no steppy. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, we should probably go, huh?
What have we done? We'll have to divide and conquer, Ryder. You look for the Guardian, and I'll see to the others. You go on without me, Arsman.
Yeah, alright. Time for one of my favorite boss fights. I remember this boss fight actually, yeah, being particularly good. How do I leave again? Where's the exit? There's a chest over there I never got. Hold on. I want to go get that chest real quick. Ah, shit. Hold on. So without it getting into like any like nasty details, I got like this sore on my lip. And it, among other things, makes it a little bit difficult to talk. Not too difficult, obviously. Like, I've been talking this whole fucking stream. But for whatever reason, like, whenever I have like a... Most of the time I get a sore on my lip because I've been biting the shit out of my lip. Because I guess that's just a problem I have. There we go.
I cannot. Impossible.
Thank you. Oh shit. Yeah, alright. Like, I don't know what it is about, like, having, like, a sore on my lip or whatever that just kind of, like, makes it so that, like, sometimes my lips will just, like, dry out. Like, I know that's just, like, that's just something they do, but it's just, like, it's more often than you would expect, you know? I don't know how to describe it. But I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Is this the way out? Am I going the right fucking way? I'm not. How do I leave this fucking place? You know what? I can just fast travel to the... Oh. Oh. Okay, hold on.
It's time you find something.
Dust, I need help. Dust, please. Okay, you showed me how to get out of that room. Now, show me the way to get out of the fucking dungeon, please. I'm begging you. Is it in the middle? No. Wait, is it this way? Like, for real? I guess this is the way that the guy went. Alright, well, whatever. Fuck me, I guess. Okay, and now... this way, maybe. There we go. Yoink. Yeah. Whee! I've been really wanting to rewatch The Shining recently. I've seen that movie once. And it was when I think I was watching it like back to back with Dr. Sleep. But I was reminded of it the other day. Natalie had sent me a video from a film YouTuber. That was about the horror films of Francis Ford Coppola, of which there are 3. Did you know? And I was sitting there watching and just like, this guy seems really familiar. And then I looked back and I remembered that I think Natalie had previously sent me a video of his where he discusses a theory about The Shining, about how like the real villain of the movie is... Did I talk about this already, actually? Did I like literally talk about this the other day? I think I may have literally talked about this the other day. During the Sonic 06 stream, did I talk about how there's like a theory about Shelley Duvall? Hold on. When did Natalie send me that fucking video? Oh, no, it was just yesterday. Oh, no, you know what? I think I was having a discussion with JB. Okay. There is a theory about The Shining saying that Shelley Duvall's character Wendy is the actual villain of the film, that all the villainous stuff that Jack does in The Shining is her hallucinating things, and she's actually the one who's abusing her son Danny. That's the theory. It's a bad theory, though. And the video was all about how it's a bad theory, the reasons why it doesn't... the reasons why the evidence the person gives is complete bunk. And also how it's not just that it is a theory that is easily disproven, but also the reasons, like the actual like reasoning behind the theory is like kind of misogynistic. Hey, big guy. Can I talk to you?
So the time has come.
Yes, the time has come, and so have I. Let's go.
There is work to do.
Misogi. Yeah, it's bad. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the YouTube link in chat here real quick. To the video the specific video that I'm referring to. I just need to navigate away from the Francis Ford Coppola video first. All right, copy link. But like, I rewatched this video after watching this film YouTuber's Francis Ford Coppola video, and it made me really want to watch The Shining again. Mommy, I mean, ma'am.
The Guardian's run wild. He's gone mad, horseman. Idar doesn't know.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Don't
How's
worry.
that? We have new items.
I could just sell these. Like, I could sell these and get good money for them. Like, I'm not gonna wear this ever again.
Valis will put it to good use.
Like, Dark Avenger, I'm not gonna use that
This
again.
should go nicely with the others.
Pathfinder wraps? I'm gonna feed those to one of my weapons. Eldritch arm blades. Ooh! I do like things that are eldritch. Big fan of it, in fact. Oh, she's selling things that are better than what I've got. NPC dialogue does not match the vibe. I mean, the vibe is, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Uh-oh, sisters. Alright, yeah, The Shining. It's a good movie. I like it a lot. I think one of my favorite things, because like I remember like I said, I also watched Doctor Sleep immediately after watching The Shining. And one of the most fucking interesting things about the Doctor Sleep movie is that, so in case you're not aware, the book Doctor Sleep by Stephen King is a direct sequel to The Shining. And, you know, they decided like, oh, hey, we're going to go ahead and make this adaptation of this book. And they couldn't just adapt the book because it's supposed to be a sequel to The Shining. But The Shining, as we know it, is honestly quite different from the version of The Shining that is the original Stephen King book. But the movie version of The Shining is what everybody knows. So they're just like, okay, we have to make a movie version of Doctor Sleep, but we have to make it a direct sequel to the movie The Shining, because the movie The Shining is the one that everybody knows. It's just like, well, shit. Okay. So you've got this movie where like they had to adapt The Shining, or they had to adapt Doctor Sleep, but they had to like change specific aspects of the book in order for it to be like, okay, we need to change aspects of this book or of this story because we need to account for the fact that the version of The Shining that most people are going to be familiar with is going to be the film. So this needs to be a direct sequel specifically to the film The Shining, while also attempting to utilize as much content from the book as possible. So like, major things. I think, what's the character's name? Halloran, the other hotel caretaker who teaches Danny about his gifts and everything. He dies in the movie version of The Shining, but he survives the events of the book. So it's just like, okay, he still needs to teach Danny how to use his powers. How do we do that? Well, let's make him a spirit guide. Why not? You know? Okay, in the book, they go to a campsite. This is actually one of the more interesting ones. In the book, in order to defeat the main antagonist of the book, they have to go to the campsite of where the Overlook Hotel used to be. But in the original book version of The Shining, Jack Torrance blows up the Overlook Hotel. Or I don't know if it's Jack specifically, but the Overlook Hotel gets blown the fuck up. And this is actually something really interesting that they do. So obviously, because the Overlook Hotel doesn't blow up in the movie, they can just go back to the Overlook Hotel and it's just there. And it's just like, okay, cool. And this also means that we can then blow up the Overlook Hotel in Dr. Sleep like they did in the original version of The Shining in the book. Which is neat. Something that I also thought was cool is just like, obviously, at the time that Dr. Sleep was being filmed, Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall, neither one is a spring chicken anymore. So, like, when they have to show, like, scenes that, like, take place in the past or, like, younger versions, or, like, characters as they appeared in the past, they don't... I appreciate this. They don't do some sort of, like, CG monstrosity of, like, trying to, like what they fucking did with, like, Tarkin or Princess Leia in Rogue One. Despite how much I fucking love Rogue One. They don't do that shit. They don't do, like, taking an actor who otherwise looks like they would be a decent stand-in for the character and just, like, CGing their face over it like they do with fucking Luke and goddamn The Mandalorian. No, they just hire actors that kind of looked like how Shelley Duvall and Jack Nicholson looked back at the time of the original film, and just have them play the characters. And it works really well, actually. Like, I won't say, like, they're dead ringers, but, like, it's close enough that it's just like, oh, yes, I recognize this character as Jack Torrance.
The stone bastard.
Tell me where to find the Guardian.
Oh, he's
Into the plains
all
outside the
fucked
city.
up.
And hurry, Adar is waiting for you both.
Hey, can you train me real quick? Just real quick. Just real quick. Whirlwind combo. Hellraiser. Gravel wizard. I'll take whirlwind combo.
You might want to stretch before you try that one.
I could just get all of these. Why not? All right. Okay, cool. Love it. Hey, same problem as Amazing Spider-Man 360. I guess, sort of. Not quite as egregious as the Amazing Spider-Man games. But definitely kind of a similar situation they're dealing with. Combos where he throws the sides are my favorite. It's super cool. Like, I can't even deny that. Big boy. Large lad. Oh, tiny man. Tiny man comparatively.
No!
Yeah, I don't think there was another way that could have played out.
Maker's bones. That hurt.
You should probably retreat, my man. You're okay. He's just gonna. Don't you CinemaSins ding in my chat.
It's beyond my help, horseman. Do your worst.
All right. Shouldn't I do my best? Just saying. Kill the Guardian. Kill the Guardian. Go. Ow. Bitch. Na, 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 na. Does he have a bunch of explosives on his arm? What are you gonna do? You gonna hit me with your big hammer? Better make it count. Better make it hurt. Better kill me in one shot. Ow. Damn, too far away. Didn't kill me in one shot. What you gonna do, Kex Lover? Let's see. Venom Lad. Time out. There we go. Wait, hold on. I'm kidding. You're untimed out. You're untimed out. I knew that already. You fucking took control away from me. Mean. Hey, how big's that hammer? Small! Leave me alone! Ow. I need you to smash me. With your hammer, that is. There we go. Oh god, come on. Ugh. Oh boy, alright. Yes, you're big and scary and you've got goopy tentacles. Lord knows a bitch loves goopy tentacles. There we go. Good god. Remove the grass in the option. I don't think I get that kind of an option, unfortunately. This is on console. So generally speaking, graphical options are limited. Oh, big gun. Okay. Ah! Who threw that? Yeah, I can see that. Thank you. What the fuck? I don't know what's happening right now. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Can I, like, get it to roll into him? The answer's no.
This is no place for a horse.
Evidently. I'm not 100% certain if it's a place for me. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing, admittedly. Ah, fuck. I'll figure it out. Oh, alright. Maybe it's another thing where I need to use Mage Hand. Nope, evidently not. Okay. What in the goddamn... Okay. I'm missing something here, clearly. Like, there is like a mechanic I'm forgetting or something. Okay. Okay. Alright, hold on. What am I forgetting here? There has to be something, right? Hold on, I'm gonna feed the gloves to it real quick. Okay. What am I forgetting? I'm forgetting something clearly. Okay. Fucking goddamn it. This is a cool boss fight, and I am not doing it justice, is the thing. Okay, I'm gonna look this up. It's bothering me that I'm not doing this right. Corrupted, Guardian, Darksiders 2. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Okay. Yeah, now it's making a lot more sense now. Because what it does is it hones in on you, and you need to go towards the Guardian so that it just flies at it, and there we go. Okay. Again, honestly, that's on me. I probably should have figured that out a little bit sooner. Ugh. Back to the Shadow of the Colossus music. God, Shadow of the Colossus is so fun. Alright, hold on. Pew, 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 pew. Ooh, ooh, we gotta go. We gotta go. Fucking yeet, bitch. Wait, is there any music? Like, there's music playing right now. Like, do you not hear it? It's maybe a little quiet compared to, like, the action going on, admittedly. Now you're just like a big wiggly boy. So, just head? It's okay, the goopy tentacles are still here. Oh, is this just like the kill cutscene? Okay, that's dope. I'm into it. Now it's a shame about the goopy tentacles. The Dark Talons. A dead lord loyal to the deposed king Argyle forged these claws from the heart of a glacier. When Argyle was overthrown, many of his lieutenants were destroyed, and the Dark Talons were thought lost forever. These weapons seethe with the essence of deep winter cold, and every strike freezes the blood of its victims. Those enemies that the claws freeze into immobility are even more vulnerable to its touch, suffering horrendous wounds from any follow-up attacks. Kind of random drop. Yeah, a little bit. Hi, Dust. Everyone say hi, Dust. Okay, so now how do we get through the corruption to the Tree of Life?
But to destroy him, horseman. Yet if the path to the Tree of Life is to be cleared, I have no choice but to bring him back.
Huh?
How many times would you have me kill him?
The Guardian will be as a newborn, free of corruption.
I just had to, like,
Now,
get a bunch of stones for that, though, and you can just do this? You know what, I'm not going to be mad about it. It's fine. This game's artistic direction is fantastic, and
I am a maker.
and this is a cool sacrifice.
That task defines my very purpose, as the reaping of souls defines your own. There is no escaping it. Get to the tree now, horseman. Your journey is far from over.
Yeah, smash it! Yeah! Hit it again! Get its ass! Once more, with feeling! Uh-oh. Oh, no, no, no. Don't do it.
A shadow remains cast.
Okay, that was pretty sick. Yes, that was very dope, actually. Oh, I accidentally turned my work computer on. Anonymous has left a gift for you. Cool. Let's go check out the Tree of Life first. Oh, is that not a level up? Oh, hold on, let me... Oh, these are worse than what I've got. Oh, no. The possessed arm blades are already better than this. The Verdant Hollow. Yo, this hollow, verdant as fuck. Ooh. Look at all that. That's gorgeous. Fucking love the goddamn art direction in this game. It's so fucking good. Shit. Shit, goddamn. Alright. Game pretty. Game very pretty. Excuse me. Where am I going? Level up. I got 2 skill point. More explosion. More explosion. Does the game have a DPS measurement for weapons instead of raw damage numbers? Yes, because on weapons that do more damage, it will show that damage that weapons that do less damage per hit but do more hits per second have a higher rating than slower weapons with a larger damage per hit. So it does account for that. Absalom, old buddy. Oh, I don't think I know that's your name yet.
What do you seek, Pale Rider?
The return of mankind.
To a barren planet shorn of life. Oh, humans are weak and simple. They would not survive this resurrection, nor do they deserve it.
That's nice. Who are you again?
I do this to spare war from the Council's punishment.
And what of the Nephilim? Would you save but one and not the rest?
The Nephilim are a threat to the balance.
If we had taken Eden, none of this would have happened. Yet you rode against us. Slaughtered our flesh, then bound our souls in your amulet.
Who are you?
I think you know. Once, you called me brother.
Absalom.
I
There
have
it is.
forsaken that name. Now, I am corruption. The day you raised your scythe against us, I was born, and soon I will be all. The tree of life has fallen to my darkness, from withered root to fruitless limb, and even death himself will not escape it.
Alright, that was weird. We got like a genuine animated like cutscene of him getting sucked into the corrupted tree of life, and then like a normal conversation scene.
Some call it the spark within that fights the darkness, that burns for life itself. But what of death, who became the Reaper on the day he slaughtered the Nephilim? He killed his brother, his comrades, and Absalom.
Death! Why do you slay your own?
The Nephilim have no claim to Eden.
There are realms for angels and demons. Why not for us?
Eden belongs to man.
It belongs to those who take it!
The eons have not answered the question. Was it worth it?
Brother.
That one moment. Begot corruption. And crowned him kinslayer. The bitter victory could not be undone.
Anyways, here we are at the Tree of Death. This is our tree.
Ah, the Pale Rider. Isn't it odd that so many have come here by your hand?
Oh, I love a good goat man.
Yet you so rarely visit the Dead Kingdom.
I had no plan to visit this wretched place. I sought the Tree of Life. I found it. Now I'm here.
Not as good as the goat man
The
from
tree is no destination, my friend.
Castlevania Lords of
A
Darkness.
portal to other worlds. If the tree is what you seek, then you have arrived.
That I have been betrayed.
Not so hasty. The tree is wise beyond imagining. If it brought you here, then here is where you belong. Perhaps I can help.
I doubt it.
You would be wise to heed me. I have a merchant's skill to grant your deepest desire. Tell me, Ryder, what do you seek?
I would redeem my brother, restore the balance.
Yes, I have heard the tale. Your brother rode, though no call was given, and mankind paid the price.
Guard your tongue, merchant.
I give no judgment, friend. Only pass on that which I have been told. You were right to seek the tree, but it is only the gateway. What you seek is the Well of Souls.
I mean, to be fair, we've seen what man does with many things, so was Absalom wrong? Well, yes. Here's the thing. The Nephilim were awful, actually. Like, if you want to hear some like details about like what the deal was with the Nephilim, I would highly recommend checking out the Abomination Vault, the book that was released alongside Darksiders 2 that gives some more details in the backstory. Because the Nephilim, essentially the Nephilim were just like a bloodthirsty race that were just going from like realm to realm, planet to planet, just killing everything in their path. Chances are they probably would not have stopped at Eden. Like, yeah, Absalom's just like, hey, angels have heaven and demons have hell. Why don't we get our own place? And it's just like, there's no way they would have stopped at Eden. Like, we're talking about we're talking about the Nephilim and Darksiders created weapons of mass destruction out of, like, meat and flesh. That's what the abominations are. They're weapons made of flesh, basically. They weren't good people. Like, what I do like about Darksiders is that despite the fact that like the destruction of the Nephilim is just like one of those things that was done like to preserve the balance, it's also treated as a tragic thing where it's just like it actually sucks that the Horsemen had to do this. Like, they did it to maintain the balance, but, like, also, it doesn't, like, beat around the bush. They did betray their people to do this. They killed all the Nephilim. I want to say that there are still, like, a few Nephilim that are, like, hanging around. I think you fight one in Darksiders Genesis, but it's been a hot minute since I played that. But it's just like the fact that Death had to do this for the greater good does not stop him from being branded a slayer of his own kin. And like, I kind of like that. It's a little, God, I'm being reminded of like Game of Thrones, where it's just like, if you don't know, Game of Thrones was a TV series that ran for eight seasons, and the final season was so bad that it erased the series in general from the collective consciousness of pop culture. But no, like I'm reminded of like Game of Thrones, where like the backstory of one of the characters is that he was a knight for the previous king, but the previous king sucked and went absolutely fucking nuts and was about to like plunge the realm into war and chaos. And said knight killed the king to stop this from happening. Overall, not a bad decision. He does consistently get shit for it, though, for killing the king he was sworn to. Where it's just like, was this a good decision? In the long run, probably. But it does kind of like, it does kind of brand, you're not showing the most loyalty in the world. The only Game of Thrones thing from the final season I remember is that the dragons understand symbolism. Yeah.
The Well of Souls can restore humanity.
And more. The well channels the dead into this kingdom from every world, above and below. It is also how souls are brought back into creation when they are ready to be reborn.
It's kind of funny that Death has to have this explained to him when I think in Darksiders 3, Fury just knows this already when she's discussing the cycle of death and rebirth with the Lord of Hollows. I'm going to mute while I'm going through these so that I can eat chips. 1 second.
You still haven't said what you are.
The history of my people was burned to ash along with our world. Forgotten even by those who destroyed them. Now, only the smoke remains. We were not the first, nor will we be the last. It is the way of things.
The way of things is balance.
And what balances life? Nothingness. Or corruption. Eventually, it consumes us all.
So it would seem. None of this explains what you're doing here.
I am merely a humble merchant with a taste for the finer things. In life and in death. I am Ostagoth, and it would amuse me to offer you my wares.
Do you think the goat merchant can still get it up? This man fucks to survive. Anyway.
Tree of life, tree of death, portals to other worlds. I know none of this. How is it I have remained so blind, or does your tongue only spit lies?
Much was kept from the Nephilim, and from the Four.
Why?
Because power must be tempered with ignorance. If the Nephilim knew the true nature of the tree, all would have perished.
I forsook the Nephilim, became a warrior for the balance, even killed my own people. I protect these worlds, you and the tree, yet still I remain in the dark.
Forsaken, yes. Forgotten? No. The Nephilim live on in you.
Literally in you. You got the thing in your
What
tit.
do I know? I am but a simple merchant.
What if I wish to return to the Forge Lands?
The Tree of Life has many portals, Rider. Some may help you retrace your path. Many portals are closed, but the ones to the Forge Lands remains open.
Excuse me. I just took a big drink of water.
Please, please, take a look.
I don't have enough money for any of this.
Pretend that I believe you. Where should my search begin?
You must scale the Serpent's Peak and summon the Eternal Throne. There the Lord of Bones slumbers.
The Bone Lord!
He will guide you to the well, or he will have your soul. Before you go, horseman, consider this. My people may be lost, but their relics yet remain. You may come across them in your travels.
Yeah?
They are worthless to most, but valuable to me. Return them, and I will trade relic for coin.
Sick. Let's go meet the Bone Lord. So we can take that portal to get back to Forgeman's. But fuck that. We gotta go meet the Bone Lord. I will never call him the Lord of Bones. He is eternally the Bone Lord to me. It's a much better name. Ah, the Craglands. I keep thinking about the fucking aggro crag. Does anybody else remember Nickelodeon Guts and the aggro crag? I always thought how cool it was that the kids that won that got to take home a piece of the it probably wasn't actually. They're like they're not actually taking like a piece of the aggro crag. Like it's just a trophy and they say it's a piece of the aggro crag for the lore. Woo! Let's go. What the fuck did I just pick up? That was Orpal? Orpal. Pathfinder Shroud. This still looks like a lot like Guild Wars Underworld. Compliment. Die, perhaps? Oh, I should probably... Hold on. If I'm not going to be using this, I should feed it to my arm blades. Excuse me, sir. Nice. Whoop. Skeleton warriors. Skeleton warriors. Excuse me. Ooh, funny trinket. Taking that. Relic of Etu-Goth. A common relic of the House of Etu-Goth. A noble family with strong ties to magic. Sell this relic to Osgoth for your reward. Okay. Battle cry for the Legion of Light. Someone described this game looks as WoW-like. Yeah, I mean, War definitely has like big chunky WoW armor, you know? Like that's definitely on point in terms of the description, if we're being realistic. So Dan Olson, Folding Ideas, has a really good video called "Why It's Rude to Suck at Warcraft," about like the ways that people in pursuit of like the best strategies and things like that, like optimize the fun out of games. Did I hear the Skeleton Warriors theme in that song? That was the Skeleton Warriors theme I was singing, yeah. Because we've got Skeleton Warriors here. As established, I watched a lot of Super Best Friends, so I would be remiss to not know the Skeleton Warriors theme. But Dan Olson has a really good video about like the way that like players of World of Warcraft kind of like optimize the fun out of the game. And I think he did a live version of it at PAX recently. And I would need to rewatch it, but I think there's a moment in that presentation where he's just like, hey, by the way, I know what some of y'all are thinking. This is absolutely something that happens in Final Fantasy XIV. It's just like, yeah, it is. I think part of me would like to think that Final Fantasy XIV is at least a little bit resistant to the sort of things that he discusses in that video. Just by virtue of, like, I think most of the things that people mod into WoW already being, like, present mechanics in the game. But I know that's not necessarily true. Gloves. Beat him to the arm blades. That didn't do shit. Raggy, I see you walking over here. Do 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 do. You can see the WoW influence with the exaggerated extremities. Yeah. I remember tuning in for one of Penelope's WoW streams, and there was a bit of a heated debate going on at the time with regards to, like, the degree to which World of Warcraft considers other games in the Warcraft series canon. Now, here's the thing. I don't play Warcraft, so I can't really comment on that sort of thing. If you can believe it, it is not my area of expertise. That being said, I've got experience with series that the various entries are like varying degrees of like continuity, you know? Like, I am a captain who knows these waters. Given the opportunity, players will optimize the fun out of the game. Yeah, I think that was literally a comment on that video, I'm pretty sure. If I recall correctly. Shit. Alright, there's like a thing I gotta get to... Oh, where the fuck am I... Where the fuck am I supposed to be? Hold on. Am I not supposed to be here? Give me a fucking second. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing. But like, I think the basic the basic gist of the debate was that people were trying to like discuss canon events from like Warcraft 3 and how and what ways they like. Oh, I do have to go this way? Hold the fucking phone. Like events from Warcraft 3 and how like, oh, this doesn't make sense for the canon of WoW, or like obviously this thing in WoW is true because this thing happened in Warcraft 3. And, like, the basic gist of it was that, like, just because something happened in Warcraft 3 does not necessarily mean that it is explicitly canon in World of Warcraft. And again, that makes sense to me. Because once again, I am a captain who knows these waters. And back. Sorry, my computer blew up the instant you started explaining why Absalom was wrong. Yeah, it's because the Nephilim kind of suck, and they were making, like, fucking super weapons out of flesh, and, tearing a bloody path across the galaxy. We're talking about Warcraft now. Something I have no direct experience in, but, like, the specific question at play is something that I have a bit of knowledge with regards to. And now we have an ad break. Humans did that too, to an extent, if you think about it. Yeah, but like Nephilim did it first. Like at the time that Nephilim were like killing across the universe, the humans were still in Eden. Like, to be clear, we hadn't been around long enough to do shit yet. Alright, let's see. I'll wait until the end of the ad break to continue the discussion about, like, canonicity and stuff like that. I am salivating a lot, and it's weird. Bleh. In my chat earlier was, us being kind of dumb most of the time does not justify genocide. Yeah, no, you're right. Generally speaking, just genocide is not justified. Kind of regardless. And like that's kind of what I was getting at with regards to like, you know, oh, the Nephilim needed to be killed to preserve the balance, but like it's still not exactly something that is like treated as like, it's still treated as, like, the horsemen, like, betraying the Nephilim, regardless. And that is where I am going to go ahead and stop that part of the discussion, because there are some changes to like Twitch rules recently that you know, I haven't put the proper tags and designations on my stream to discuss certain topics. Oh, hold on. Oh, my thing ended. I can talk about WoW again. Okay, so the point I was getting at is that ooh, brutal sides of lightning. Oh, this Pathfinder's. Ooh, look at that. Oh, fuck me. All right, equip that shit. That sucks. Wow, that's terrible. All right, we need to feed stuff to the arm blades. Hold on. Sacrifice. Okay. Arcane critical damage. Yes. Let's do that. Upgrade. Sacrifice. But yeah, what was I saying? So, alright, canonicity. So the argument at the time was just because there is something that is canon to the story of Warcraft 3, it does not necessarily mean that it is canon in World of Warcraft. Which at a glance is confusing and might not make a whole lot of sense, considering the intention of just like, oh, World of Warcraft is intended to be the follow-up to Warcraft 3. Like, fucking Arthas is here. I know exactly dick about Warcraft. I know who Arthas is. But being somebody who has been around, like, long-running franchises for a while, makes perfect sense to me. And the reason it makes perfect sense to me is because I was around for pre-Disney Star Wars Expanded Universe, as well as Halo tie-in novels. So let's paint a picture here. Let's paint a picture, shall we? Let's get into the weeds a bit. So Raggy, you are knocking over so many things. Can I help you? I'm trying to talk about nerd shit. You can't be doing this to me. It's better than the Warhammer worlds. I wouldn't know. I don't play Warhammer. Hey. Calm down. I'm not taking you off my lap. I'm just... Ew, Warcraft. Freaking nerds. Yeah, I'm not a nerd. I don't play Warcraft. I should finish playing the first Space Marine at some point, though. It's kind of weird to me that they never made that one backwards compatible, but then, you know, I think it was a THQ game, wasn't it? What was I talking about? Yes, so, canonicity. So, if you weren't present for it, which, I don't know what my demographics are. I imagine a lot of people were probably present for it who watch my content. Star Wars used to have this thing called the Expanded Universe before Disney took over. And basically what it was is that anybody who wanted to could write a piece of official Star Wars media set in the universe, and it could be sold as an official product. We're not talking quite the level of fan fiction, but it's just like, generally speaking, they gave you their toy box and just let you play with their action figures. Now, a lot of times what would end up happening, it's not fan fiction if it's canon. Well, here's the thing. in the old Star Wars expanded universe, there were different levels of canon. Because sometimes you would get things where it's just like, here is a story that builds off of the canon established by, like, this book series that's, like, set after the original trilogy. That isn't necessarily reflected anywhere else in the series. People getting into Star Wars now, they don't know who the fuck Mara Jade is. They've never heard of that person before. But I have here books that refer to some character named Mara Jade. Like, I think the closest she got to being in anything that isn't like a novel that doesn't have any fucking pictures in it was, like, I think she was in Terras Kasi. Was she in Terras Kasi? I think she was in Terras Kasi. Maggie, get out of here. Now it's get out of here time. I love you. You're a goober. Yeah, like, what is it that I have here? I think it's Jedi Path that discusses Mara at some point. God, I should reread these. I really like these. Did you know how easy it is to get the license to write a Star Wars novel? I asked with the same intonation as XKCDs. Did you know you can just buy a lab coat? Like, these days it's not quite as easy. But, like, the thing is like, now you've got the situation where Disney has, like, a much tighter rein on the canon, which is, to a certain degree, stifling, because you can no longer just kind of go into the toy box and play with their toys. No, you need to, like, study up on, like, the lore of the action figures you're playing with, and, like, I don't know, it's weird, man. Like, people like to talk about how just, like, having to, like, work within restrictions breeds creativity, and it's just like, yeah, but what kind of restrictions, you know? It's like Sega, but worse. Oh, yeah, the fucking Sonic mandates have nothing on, like, Disney trying to maintain, Star Wars continuity. But yeah, you could just go... There's times where you could just, like, fucking go buck wild with the Star Wars Expanded Universe. But, again, there were different levels of canon. I've discussed this before about how, like, the highest tier of that was what was called G canon, where, like, this was canonicity that was basically approved by George Lucas. I would say, like, probably one of the more popular aspects of G canon was Boba Fett surviving the Sarlacc pit, which was then obviously brought over, for better or worse, into Disney Star Wars with Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett. I should actually probably try to, like, make progress in this game while I'm talking about this shit. Is Starkiller G-Canon? Absolutely not. Starkiller is not G-Canon, unfortunately. A stream where I play through the Force Unleashed games, where, like, a donation incentive is I have to stop the stream entirely to, like, read a chunk of the Book of Sith might be a fun idea. I like that idea. I'm thinking about it now. Okay, how many of these can I put down at once? I like the Force Unleashed games is the thing, you know? Like, God, I tried playing Jedi Fallen Order, and it's just, there's just something about it, you know? It just doesn't feel right to me. If I'm gonna be playing as like a Sith or a Jedi, I need to be fucking busted. Yeah, folks who restrict you with canon, folks who fight over canon, we're just fudged. Yeah. Ah, bugs. Squish them. Squeeze them. But yeah, basically though, like, kind of what it amounts to is that not every, like, Star Wars novel that was written was going to potentially be canon with, like, another piece of Star Wars media you were reading or watching or anything like that. Like, I'm sure there is pre-prequel trilogy stuff that, like, radically conflicts with each other. Like, you probably had novels that, like, didn't take into account whether or not, like, the Star Wars Droids animated series was canon, you know? Like, why would they? Unless there was something in it that they wanted to use, unless there was something in that particular box of toys that they wanted to use for whatever kind of story they wanted to write, like, what would be the point? What would be the point of even, like, worrying about whether or not your canon follows this specific particular story, you know? Like, another good example would probably be, like, the Halo novels. Or at the very least, early Halo novels. Like, I feel like I've talked about this before. My favorite novel from, like, the original run of Halo books is probably Ghosts of Onyx. Like, I love Ghosts of Onyx. I loved everything having to do with, like, the Spartan 3s and that whole aspect of the universe. But, like, in Ghosts of Onyx, the primary conceit of the Spartan 3s was that they were still nominally a secret project. Nobody knew they existed. But then, like, you get Halo Reach, and you've got, like, fucking Spartan 3s out the ass, and it's just like, well, okay, I guess, I guess Ghosts of Onyx isn't particularly canon anymore. I don't know about Halo canon. I just want my thick as fuck saying Haley wife to crush me into her chest with a hug. Venom Lad, your brain is huge. And you should be very proud of that. Yoink. Same with Mass Effect, but with the Turians. How long is this thing gonna last? Yoink. Ah, I see. There should have been more female Turian characters. I know there's one in Andromeda, but I haven't played a lot of Andromeda. Gage, you may ask, why haven't you played a lot of Andromeda? The answer is, it's Mass Effect Andromeda. What do you want from me? I feel like I remember the female Turian character in Andromeda being very good, though. A lot of people haven't played a lot of Andromeda. It's not exactly a game that, like, encourages playing a lot of it, unfortunately. Hello, friend. I'm just here for the treasure chest. Aha! Surprise! Alright, we got some stuff to feed to our arm blades. Like these, and these, and this thing. Still not 100% certain on the Glaive of Shock. For what it's worth, I enjoyed Andromeda for what it was, but there is one part I was always hate and it'll never change, the Krogan part. I don't know what that means, and I'm scared. Again, I played a bit of it. I didn't get very far. I don't know. Maybe someday. There's a part of me that's just like, oh, maybe, like, I don't know, maybe I'll get to it if I ever, like, stream the Mass Effect games. It's just like, I don't want to stream the Mass Effect game. Listen. There's a lot that goes into deciding what games I stream. Relative length is one of the big ones, because it's just like, there's a lot of games that I've committed to that are unfortunately particularly long. I am up into the 70s with my Final Fantasy XIV New Game Plus, or not even New Game Plus, just Final Fantasy XIV in general. I'm up into the 70s. I'm probably going to be playing that game for kind of a while. I generally try to avoid particularly long games when I can. Like, I do want to play Persona 3 Portable on stream. Just because I've heard that Persona 3 is, like, one of the better Persona games. And I'm kind of interested in it, and I just own Persona 3 at this point, so it's just like, oh, I mean, yeah, sure. Where the fuck am I going? Excuse me. Where's the fuck? Hold on. satisfy an annoying fucker, to put it simply. There is no renegade or whatever choice. You gotta do as she demands or you won't get what you need, and it pisses me off every time. Unfortunate. Hold on a second. Hold on just a fucking second here. Dust, where the hell am I going? This way. Did I go backwards? Was I just not paying attention and I ended up going backwards by mistake?
No.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Like, don't get me wrong, I do like the Mass Effect games. Like, even 3. 3, despite 3's ending, there is so much good in that game. Like, there's so much shit in 3 I genuinely love. God, especially the DLC. Community for P3 is definitely better than P4, that's for sure. And, like, Persona 3 Portable would have, like, a very obvious follow-up in, like, doing Persona 3 Reload. Yeah, I definitely got turned around. I was supposed to go this way. And then I didn't. The Maw. Oh no, not the Maw from the Maudium. All I want for Persona is non-yikes gay characters again. The localization team is trying, bless their hearts. Anyways, what was I talking about? Canon, right. So... Halo. So basically, like, Halo, the way that Halo treats, like, the canon of, like, the novels, especially, like, the original run of novels, like, right now, the novels tend to be a little bit more in the way of, like, sort of a Disney Star Wars kind of situation where they're trying to consolidate, like, the canon and make sure everything fits together. But generally speaking, the novels are more like flavor text. Are you going to mention Reach? I am. I'm going to get to that. Bear with me a moment. The novels are more along the line of flavor text, where, like, the events depicted in them may have happened in some one way or another, to an extent may have happened. But because the novels were made before certain games came out, and when those games came out, they did not necessarily, like, care about what the novel said. Because, okay. When we got to around to Halo Reach, the only canon that Bungie cared about, or really any of the Halo games, the only canon that Bungie cared about is what they put in their games. Like, yes, the novels were there, and occasionally you would get, like, again, they're flavor text. You would occasionally get, like, a reference to one thing or another. Like, the Cortana mentions the coin in Halo 3. In, like, there's, like, a terminal you can find on, like, the level where you're going through, like, the flood-infested Covenant ship or whatever. I think it's the flood-infested High Charity. And Cortana will start rambling about how, like, it's not her fault, it was the coin did this. And the coin, of course, is a reference to the novelization Halo Fall of Reach, where the recruitment process for Master Chief is depicted, where Dr. Halsey and Captain Keyes go to the planet that John was born on, and they find him beating up a bunch of other children. No, that's not accurate. They're playing like a game of King of the Hill, basically. And John is just kicking ass. Like, I always like to dramatize it as just like he's standing atop a pile of vanquished children. And they're just like, yo, that kid's sick as fuck. And what ends up happening is Halsey goes up to him and is just like, yo, check out this coin. Isn't it super fucking cool? I'm going to flip it, and I want you to call out heads or tails. And she does this a couple times, and every time she does, John chooses correctly. And she says that the reason that she had him call all those coin flips is because she was testing for something that you can't get from, like, you know, a physical or, like, a measure on a graph. She was testing his luck. And this is something that comes up in Halo 3. Like, you get Cortana talking about, like, John's luckiness, like in the opening, like, monologue from her prior to Master Chief just fucking falling to Earth in, like, and landing in a fucking crater. And then, of course, there's a reference to the coin later on. Skeletal warrior. But then, of course, events depicted in Halo Reach are not necessarily 100% congruent with the fall of Reach, because the books, again, are flavor text. It's not something that is necessarily... Hold on. Alright, I'm adding another number to the counter of people who have excitedly told me about Trepang 2 as a successor to Fear. Not calling out anyone in particular, and I actually really appreciate people reaching out to me on that to let me know about it. I need to get back to that game at some point. I don't know when I'm going to, but I will find a time to do so. Trepang 2 mentioned I am subliminally messaging you. It's just very funny that, like, 2 people now have reached out to me about this. It's just like, yes, and it's like, yes, I know about Trepang 2. I've played a bunch of it, and I really like it. It's a super good game. And I need to play more of it. Again, not calling anyone out, because genuinely, I actually really like that people are thinking of me when they hear about that. As a person who enjoys the Fear games. But it's just like, yes, I am aware. Thank you. I know all about Trepang 2. I don't know. I guess it came up on like a podcast or something recently. Much like how I think of you if I see saucy Shiver art. I have friends who also think of me for that. Like, I think Audrey sent me Shiver art before, and it's just like, oh, neat. Cool. Oh, hey, Vulgrim. I do need to check in with Vulgrim. I have a lot of Boatman's tokens.
Fresh merchandise.
Hey, buddy. Legacy box. I need more cash money. Okay, I can sell this. I can also sell this. I can also sell this. I can also sell this. Okay, give me this fucking thing. Possessed double scythes. Okay. Let's take a look at that real quick. Shock damage, piercing damage, wrath on crit. Okay. I am going to need to find things to feed this. I'm going to start spam mentioning you on Beast Guy now. Hope you know this. Please, by all means. I think this is like a pretty I would say this is a pretty universal experience. It's nice to know that people are thinking about me. Ooh, hello. I need to finish my thought. Okay. Halo, right?
I cannot. Impossible. I cannot.
His head looks so tiny when he's stanced up like this. Look at him.
Impossible. I cannot. Impossible.
I love when he's like laughing about it. So Halo. Nay, I shan't. So Halo. Hold on, we got a cutscene first. And then more Halo. Death, I think you broke it. You may have overdone it a bit. Ooh. Oh, it's being pulled by some fucked up beasts. Who doesn't like a good fucked up beast? Beefs? I'm not sure exactly how necessary a lot of this was, but, you know, you do you. All right. Now to get to the throne room. So Halo, right? So like I said, when making Halo Reach, the only thing that mattered to Bungie was the canon that was established in their games. The books made for like something good to like kind of build off of.
I cannot.
But they weren't necessarily going to concern themselves with making sure that like, you know, everything fit together properly. Defense go down. Do not care about it. Upgrade. Feed it the robes. So like I said, Halo. So, like, this is how you get things like... It's the story of Halo Reach, but, like, there are Spartan 3s here, and people generally know about them, to the point that, like, there is actually a Spartan 2 hanging out with the Spartan 3s, as if it's not a big deal. Hold on, I gotta time this right. Yoink. Okay, why am I on this now? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I see. I see. Okay, what do I do now? Ah. Are there faces in the ceiling? Hold on. No, I'm just insane. Okay. Now this obviously doesn't mean that, like, all of the elements of the books are, like, thrown out, like, especially once you get into, like the newer expanded universe stuff, right? Where, like, you've got the TV show, for example. Like, and they're just like, oh yeah, we're going to have Spartan 3s, even though they're more like Spartan 4s. So they're going to go ahead and, like, they're going to work in Onyx. Onyx is here now. We've got Onyx. We've got Spartan 3s. We've got this whole thing. It's being run by ONI. It's big secret. They're specifically designed to be as expendable as possible, so on and so forth. But it's just like, while, like, broad strokes of the books are still nominally canon, it's not quite as important. You compare this to something like, generally speaking, like, spin-off material is usually a bit more willing to engage with the extended canon, like Halo Wars, for example. The Spartans that you can deploy in Halo Wars will sometimes have a voice line where they say, "That was for Samuel." Samuel is a character from Halo Fall of Reach, who was part of Master Chief's, like, original team. He was one of the first like, major Spartans killed in the conflict with the Covenant. And, like, here he is being referenced by name in Halo Wars. But again, Halo Wars isn't a Bungie game. Even though it came out during the run of Bungie, like, being the showrunners, effectively, of Halo. So, like, Samuel getting name dropped in Halo Wars doesn't really fucking matter in terms of his, like, greater necessity to, like, the overall, like, canon. Like, we've also got, like, a bunch of other, like, named Spartans that are, like, alive over the course of, like, the kind of main Halo storyline. Kelly, Fred, Linda, Will, I think Will only dies in Ghosts of Onyx. So he's alive at the very least for Halo 2, I'm pretty sure. But, like, the books need to go to extreme lengths to explain, hey, here's why these characters aren't present in the games. Now, obviously, that all goes out the window once Microsoft takes full control of the Halo series and hands it off to 343 Industries. Where now we need to make, like, a concerted effort to consolidate the Halo canon and make sure everything fits together. Not necessarily to the same, like, absurd degree that, like, Disney does with, like, the Star Wars material, their Star Wars material, but definitely, like, to more more of a like unified canon. So now you can have like Kelly, Fred, and Linda show up in Halo 5 Guardians. I will not forget them for letting Master Chief bet someone other than Cortana. Look, McKee needed to be shown that the Covenant was not the was not the way, and the only way that Master Chief could do that was with his dick. Okay, I need to up the critical chance on this. God, what a fucking show. Alright, where are we going? I need to rewatch the Halo TV show. Nope. That's not right. That's not what I should be doing. I also need to, like, maybe finish Infinite at some point. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I wanna. It's so weird. I don't know how to feel about Infinite. Not Sonic Forces Infinite. Sonic Forces Infinite is my boyfriend. But Halo Infinite, I don't know how to feel about it. Like, it bothers me that, like, by the start of that game, like, the conflict that was set up in Halo 5 Guardians is, like, already resolved. And, like, now we gotta focus on the Banished. We gotta focus on the Banished, guys. The Banished is the new villains. And it's just like, I don't give a shit about the Banished. I don't fucking care about Atriox. Is McKee the not alien Covenant girl I heard about from the TV show? Yes. McKee is a human taken in by the Covenant. Okay, so we need to talk about Prestige TV budget allocation here real quick. Okay, so more and more recently, Prestige Television, basically big budget television, your Game of Thrones, your other ones I can't think of off the top of my fucking head. Last of Us, maybe. And Prestige Television. More and more, they are being given bigger and bigger budgets. But even with these larger budgets, you need to consider that you're trying to make, generally speaking, anywhere from 6 to 10 episodes for a season of a TV show, right? Why not let Chief sleep with an elite or a prophet? Well, I don't want to think about the Chief fucking a prophet. Chief fucking an elite? Maybe. And the final fight in Halo Season 2 is about as close as we get to that. Couldn't even let him clap alien cheeks. What is even the point? Again, okay. So again, budgetary allocation. So even with larger budgets, you still need to be smart about where you place that budget. Because one way or another, you're gonna run out of fucking money. So you need to be smart about how you do it. So that's where, like, the character like McKee comes in, where we have to show the Covenant side of things. But if we're working, like, with purely an alien Covenant, then, like, that's going to drain our budget fast, because all of the aliens in the Covenant are basically entirely CG. Save for the fact that, like, the prophets do actually have, in the first season, do actually have some practical effects with them. I swear to God, the fucking featurette for like the design of like the Covenant aliens for the first season is fucking phenomenal, and it pissed me off so much when they didn't have one for season 2. You've got season 2 has the fucking Arbiter in it. Like, not the Arbiter, but an Arbiter. And you're not going to give me like a featurette talking about like, you know, figuring out like how they decided to go about designing the armor and anything. And I'll fucking get to that. Okay. So you can't have an entirely CG, you can't have scenes that are entirely CG characters because it's going to drain the budget. It's going to drain the budget something fierce. So how do we avoid that? Well, we make it so that there is like a human defector on the Covenant side so that we can have more shots that focus purely on her and don't have to constantly have CG characters on screen. It's the same thing where, like, there is an entire episode of the first season of Halo that focuses entirely on the conflict on Madrigal, which is a planet where the conflict is specifically human versus human. Like, it's the UNSC versus, or not UNSC, but like a UNSC propped up, like effectively like a dictator essentially, versus insurrectionists. Why is the TV Arbiter armor so ugly? I'm gonna get to that. That's also a budgetary thing, almost certainly. Oh, God, I'd still fuck the Arbiter from the TV show. Anyway, but like you've got an entire episode that focuses purely on the conflict on Madrigal. Because you need to have something where like you can use as little of the CG budget as possible for that particular episode so that you can then make sure that you have enough CG budget available for when you do the huge fuck-off fight scene in episode, like, 5. Which is a great scene, by the way. I fucking loved the big fight scene in the middle of the first season of Halo. Now, season 2 pretty clearly, just kind of like right out the gate, has a much more reduced budget. To start with, Cortana is no longer a CG character. She is played by a person. And it is jarring because the person playing her does not look like the CG model from the first season. And then they also have to bring back McKee, despite the fact that, by all accounts, McKee appeared to die at the end of Season 1. There's no explanation given for her survival, by the way. And this is where the Arbiter armor comes in, because, like, it's pretty clear, like, CG usage is very sparse within, like, the first half of the season, and, like, I'm sitting here thinking, like, okay, well, I mean, we've got, the Fall of Reach coming up, so, like, obviously they're saving their budget for that. But then, even then, like, the budget, or, like, the usage of, like, CG, like, the first half of the episode that covers the actual Fall of Reach is very sparse in terms of, like, the allocation of, like, CG characters and shit like that. Like, it's a lot of people firing at dudes who are off-screen and not immediately visible. Like, the back half of that episode, like, that's a whole other thing. But then, like, I feel like there's a lot of to-do made about the fact that, like, Chief, like, takes his helmet off and spends a lot of time out of the armor. And, like, I don't necessarily hate that. Like, that's just kind of a conceit that they have to make for the fact that, like, this is a TV show and there's probably contracts that, like, actors need to, like, have their face on screen and all that. And also, it's just, like, in the expanded Halo Halo material, like, Master Chief is actually out of his armor pretty frequently. So that's just a conceit that they have to make. But it does also still get very, very funny in the episode that covers the Fall of Reach, that, like, they come up with an entire excuse for why Master Chief doesn't fucking have his armor for the entirety of the Fall of Reach.
What did the Chancellor send you?
No.
Well, horseman. I've beaten death once, and I can do it again.
Really? Because you seem like you're a ghost.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course not. You still reek of hope. You couldn't have met the Chancellor.
But this does end up bringing us around to the Arbiter armor. Ugh. So if you've played Halo, and you've seen my boyfriend, the Arbiter, you'll know, and I've actually got an action figure of the Arbiter right here, because of course I do. He has very intricate details on his armor. It's gorgeous. I just kissed my Arbiter action figure. Am I alright? It's one of those days. Now, intricate details means a lot more, like, detailed modeling and rendering, etc., etc. And again, Halo Season 2 has a pretty visibly reduced budget from the first season. So, while they wanted to do an Arbiter for Season 2, they did not have the budget to make his armor particularly intricate. So they did need to go with a much, like, smoother, simplified set of armor for him. And it doesn't look as good. But I would still fuck him, is the thing.
Chancellor doesn't sound like much.
For ages, his tongue has dripped venom into the dead king's ears. He all but sits upon the eternal throne, demanding service.
Okay, calm down.
Who are you?
I am the master of blades, and all that remains of the warrior once called Draven, from the kingdom of man. I should have passed through the well of souls long ago. But I won my freedom in the arena, only to fall beneath the dead king's whip.
Fucked up if true. Do you have any moves for me? Whipsaw, Widowmaker, Riftbreaker, Axe Training, Hammer Training, Mace Training, Glaive Training, Rising Upper, Claw Training, Buckler Training, Gauntlet Training, Arm Blade Training. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone now. Wait, hold on. This man's got a dagger pointed straight at his dick. Not straight at it. It's a little bit more parallel.
May you feast upon the blood of your enemies.
Thanks. I'll try. I'm not very hungry right now, though.
Possible.
I have been getting into snacks. Love me a good Fruit Loop. What's your favorite flavor? Your favorite flavor of Fruit Loop. What do we got here? Somebody left me a thing. Gift from Anonymous. I offer you this invitation to compete in the Crucible. Eternal glory waits you upon completion, if you survive. Seek me out to accept my challenge. No, you can reach the Crucible at Trash Map interface. Cool, thanks. The Fool. Upon a new adventure, all is unknown. The traveler starts the Fool, gaining knowledge as the path is revealed. The Crucible has been unlocked on the world map. Take with you this card and discover the identity of the sender and their motivations. I'm going to let you know right now, I'm not going to do the Crucible. I'm not a huge fan of, like, arena challenges, if I'm being entirely honest. I need to probably end soon. We're going on 4 hours, and I've just been talking about all sorts of bullshit this whole time.
I cannot. Impossible.
I will say,
Impossible.
cannot, impossible. I am a little disappointed that, like, it took until Season 2 for us to, like, get any sort of, like, Arbiter action. I feel like that's something you need to start, like, setting up in Season 1. Hello. Can I go inside?
No one disturbs the Lord of Bones without say of his Chancellor.
Ugh, fuck, alright.
A rider? In the kingdom of the dead? No, no, this will never do.
Oh, I hate you already.
I must speak with the Lord of Bones.
That is not possible. My lord attends his realm, a burden beyond even your ken, horseman.
And what is your use? As a doorstop?
There is but one way to draw him from his slumber. The Gilded Arena. Here mortals are offered a last chance to earn freedom from the grave. A boon that includes an audience with the king. Defeat the arena's champion and return here with its skull. His Majesty will grant you an audience.
Yeah, alright.
Where is this arena?
Fret not, horseman. We have already arrived.
Oh, sick.
Yes?
I'm still mad they made the grunts enemies in 3 and the elites in 4 onwards. Yeah, I mean, it does kind of ruin the whole ending of 2, where it's just like, oh, the grunts and the hunters are on the side of the elites for, like, everything to not entirely return to status quo in 3, but it's just like, at the same time, it's just like, I kind of get it. The elites being enemies in 4 onwards, though, definitely kind of smacks of, we don't know how to properly follow this up. Like, they tried to do something with, like, the Forerunner shit, but it never quite hit as good. I don't know. Like, I think it's worse in 5 and Infinite, where it's just like, why are we still fighting elites? You know? Like, why are we fighting elites? And I mean, like, I've talked about this before, where it's just like, I feel like there are more interesting stories we could be talking about in the Halo universe right now. Like, the Arbiter is fighting a civil war on Sanghelios, and we only get, like, a taste of that in 5. What's stopping us from, like, well, like, what's stopping them from just making a game about that? Like, honestly. People like the Arbiter.
Let me speak to the Lord of Bones, and I will spare your champion. And perhaps you as well, Chancellor.
You cannot slay that which is already dead. But you're welcome to try. In the arena.
Forget what I said about sparing you, doorkeeper. Tell me about the King of the Dead.
His reign is eternal. His word is law. And his time is invaluable. I ensure that he need only speak with those who are worthy.
Then you must rarely see him, Chancellor.
Walked right into that one.
What does Echidna have to do with your kingdom? Last I heard, she had one of her own.
The Shadow Realm, Isalik, yes, where the Sisters Sightless spin their webs. Many of my lord's foes escaped there when his rule was still young. We hunted them down. Echidna herself barely escaped. Perhaps she took shelter here, and yet weaves her evil.
Fucked up if true.
Your king is not the first to rule here, is he, Chancellor?
There was another, a creature called Argul, too mad to be kept upon the throne. I helped my lord be rid of him, and even destroyed a few of his servants. Tisk, tisk, what will my lord do without me? Do take care in the arena, horseman. Should anything happen to you, I'm not sure if I could live with myself.
I mean, you're not exactly living with yourself already, are you? Got him. All right. I should probably, like, get a different ability. Or I could just keep upgrading teleport slash. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I'm trying to find out if there are any other female elites in Halo other than the one that we see in the duel from Halo Legends. I don't think there are. I know there's one that talks to you over the radio in Guardians. Yeah, Halo Legends is pretty sick, honestly. I like it a lot. I have a couple Halo novels that I still have to read. I know the Arbiter features in a couple of them, and that's why I bought them. Maybe I'll start reading them sometime. Alright, once we get off the throne and start heading towards the arena, I'm probably going to go ahead and call it for the night. Because, like, I'm getting more and more distracted by my phone while I'm trying to, like, look up... Ooh. Look up just random pieces of information. So I think it's probably for the best if we call it for today. While I'm on my way there, I do want to take this opportunity to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. You can also follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, and Blue Sky at AcidXShark. That's AcidXSHARK, where I post all the streams as they happen. Or you can follow me on YouTube at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams after they happen. Art for the stream was all done by Audrey and B of Team Catpole. You can find on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, VGen, Blue Sky, at Team Catpole. That's TEAMCATPLE. They do fantastic work. Highly recommend checking their stuff out. Highly recommend commissioning them. If you do, just please use the VGen. Don't email them. Don't, please. Make good decisions. Book of the Dead page.
I have wares aplenty.
You again.
Have coins to spare.
How did you get here?
A merchant knows many roads. Not all of them are shared with horsemen. Please, please. Take a look.
For the love of God, please take this off my hands. Alright. Oh, I can't sell this. Upcoming streams. Tomorrow, we are going to be trying to finish up Ending Quest, our run of Silent Hill 2 New Game Plus, where we are trying to get like 5 endings, I think, on one run. We have currently just started the Labyrinth, aka my least favorite part of the game. But we'll soon be moving on to the hotel. So I'm very excited for that. I hope you'll tune in. Next week, am I going to be streaming next week? I've been kind of tired recently, and I'm worried that I am approaching a potential burnout. So I might not stream next week. I might take a break. I don't know yet. But I'll keep y'all updated. But if we do stream next week, it'll be ideally Web of Word on Wednesday, Stormblood on Thursday, Darksiders on Friday. And is there anybody I know streaming right now? Moment. Oh, Penelope's doing Dead by Daylight. And she's mid-game, too, which means that she's probably not ending soon. So we'll definitely be, I want to get to the bottom of these stairs first. Hold on. Ah, Raggy! Your tail is going to just knock a bunch of shit over. Please, calm down. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and raid Penelope. I'm going to try and do this while I've got a cat standing in my lap, trying to get pet. He's pushing in my keyboard. Raggy, you goober. Alright, I'll see you next time on the Shark stream. Same Shark time, same Shark channel. Take care, everybody.